anymore, like 99% of the time we're getting chosen. Like I toured for a long time, toured for like 10 years straight. And then I settled down here in Denver with my restaurant just to take a step back and not have to play gigs and not have to chase them down anymore. Because touring, that's what you do, you know, market after market, it's constant. But here you can pick and choose a little bit better and you don't have to work as hard, I guess.
Time is running out, what the hell's 420 if you ain't got none around? I'm gonna pack it tight or twist one up, gonna burn it down. Carrie's got the chronic, she's not picking up the phone. Paulo's got the CD rigs, that guy's never home. It's 4:15, I think the hour is getting late.
I've always played my whole life. I've always played. Like either started out on piano and in the choir, and I was always like in the church choir. So like from, I don't know, wanting. I guess I've just always done it. I don't know if I've ever had to want. I've always wanted to do it. It was pretty random. It was totally random. This guy I knew, Leo, and he lives in Vegas now, but he used to live here. We worked together. And he introduced John and I, and we would just go hang out at his place and like just jam out, man. Like jam out in his basement and have, you know, just chill sessions after work. And every night of the week, it seemed like. I was really young back then, or younger, I should say. Yeah, I moved out here with all sorts of characters. There was a couple of girls that we all just hopped in a U-Haul and moved out here, kind of on a whim. I think we were shooting for Boulder at first, but I ended up living here in Denver. To be a snowboard bum, I really did. I came out, I love the snow, I love the mountains, I love mountaineering, I love all that. I don't get to do it much anymore, but I still love it. Like I was just drawn to the mountains. We just, like I said, we just love to play together and then I started writing songs on the guitar and honing my craft there first before I started paying more attention to all the nuances of the instruments.
What can promises do? Evidence proves I've got so much to lose. It's all up to me. I'm holding on to my power to choose. My heart can't take this again.
A friend of mine that lived here in town, also from Las Vegas, was like, let's have a jam session now that your bass is here. He's like, there's this guy from Tennessee, he says he can sing, let's check him out. So, having just gotten the bass, I didn't really know how to play it quite yet. And so, he wasn't too much on guitar either, but he could sing real good. So, that's kind of how it all started.
Next thing you know, like, we're like, oh, we should have a name for this, you know, Plaid Ashtray. And then we came up with Oakhurst somehow.
We were just both fun havers. We liked music. We wanted to do music for a living, and we both had a lot of gumption. So, you know, when it comes down to choosing music as a career, it's a pretty bold step, and we were both pretty fearless. So I think that was probably, besides the love of music, the most common element between us.
We met playing music and kind of got along pretty well, and you know, I told him I lived down in New Mexico. I was living in New Mexico at the time, and if you guys are ever down there, you know, we can get you set up with some gigs. And then maybe about a year later, their mandolin player left the band, and the guys that were still in the band remembered me from the music festival and called me up.
Yeah, I used to see him all the time before, you know, I actually joined the group about 3 years ago. So everything is his original material.
I love songwriting. I think it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to start molding words and notes and that kind of thing. And I keep doing it, and they come to me out of the blue a lot of times when I start writing a tune, and to have that develop with some guys, it's something special. It's really quite invigorating.
Well, he looked in the barrel and the barrel run dry. Banks in a drought bring a tear to my eye. Mama started quilting just to pass time. Now the whole town's warm at night. No more guilty of pleasure of pain.
I don't know, like you just gotta write good songs. People will listen. Like there's music everywhere out there.
I try to come in and bring sort of my traditional approach to the genre and blend it with the sort of alternative country, alternative bluegrass type of thing that Oakhurst has always been known for.
Do have our own sound, I feel like, but we draw from a lot of different elements of music, so I think you have to.
I think as far as the bluegrass boundaries are concerned, we're definitely pushing those limits and trying to fit in that group, but also expand upon previous musicians like ourselves. So keep it moving and evolving.
First of all, there's a drummer, so it's not a completely traditional bluegrass act. But I found out right away they were doing some things a little bit different than a traditional bluegrass band would do, as far as arrangement of the songs, even kind of the sequence and order in which we take solos and things like that are a little bit different from traditional bluegrass.
So it's more of a group effort after his process of writing the actual song gets done.
Break me down piece by piece, humbled by the innocence I have found. Looking at you, I hold back nothing, not even a prayer. For you will always be my best.